Welcome back students, how are you all? Today we are going to revise the chapter Fractions. In fraction chapter, the first lesson is counting on and back. Counting in fractions is like counting in whole numbers. Look at some examples. Continue the numbers in each sequence. The sequence 5 1 over 4, 5 2 over 4, 5 3 over 4. We want to find out the next three terms. What is the difference between each term? The difference between each term is 1 over 4. So we can add 1 over 4 with the last term. We get 5 4 over 4 or 6. And the next term is 6 1 over 4 and the next one is 6 2 over 4. So we get the sequence 5 1 over 4, 5 2 over 4, 5 3 over 4, 6 6 1 over 4, 6 2 over 4. The next question 3 5 over 9, 3 6 over 9, 3 7 over 9. The next number is 3 8 over 9 and the next 4. The next is 4 1 over 9. Our next lesson is equivalent fractions. Equivalent fractions are fractions with the different numbers representing the same part of a whole. They have different numerators and denominators, but their fractional values are same. For example, think about the fraction 1 over 2. It means half of something. You can also say that 6 over 12 is half. 6 over 12 is equivalent to 1 over 2. And 50 over 100 is half. 50 over 100 is equivalent to 1 over 2. You can use a fraction word to say equivalent fraction. Here is one of the example. For 1 over 2, 1 over 2 is same as 2 over 4. 1 over 2 is equivalent to 2 over 4 and 4 over 8. You can make equivalent fractions by multiplying or dividing the numerator and denominator by the same number. Write 3 equivalent fractions for each of the following fractions. The first one 3 over 8. We want to find out the equivalent fractions of 3 over 8. You can multiply or divide by the numerator and denominator by the same number. 3 over 8. Multiply 4 by the numerator and the denominator. It gives 12 over 32. If you are multiplying by 5, we get 15 over 40. Multiply by 6, we get 18 over 48. So 3 over 8, we get 3 equivalent fractions. 12 over 32, 15 over 40, 18 over 48. And in the next 7 over 4, when you multiply by 3 for the numerator and the denominator, you get 21 over 12. When you multiply by 6, you get 42 over 24. When you multiply by 9, 63 over 36. So we get the equivalent fractions of 7 over 4, 21 over 12, 42 over 24, 63 over 36. The last one 5 over 5. When you multiply by 2 for the numerator and the denominator, you get 10 over 10. Multiply by 7, it is 35 over 35. Multiply by 8, 40 over 40. That means the equivalent fractions of 5 over 5 is 10 over 10, 35 over 35, 40 over 40. Another one example for the equivalent fractions are the fractions 2 over 3, 6 over 9 and 8 over 12 equivalent. We want to find out these three fractions are equivalent. When you want to find the equivalent fraction, you have to multiply or divide the numerator and denominator by the same number. 2 over 3. You can multiply by 3, we get 6 over 9. When you multiply 2 over 3 by 4, we get 8 over 12. That means 2 over 3 is same as 6 over 9 and 8 over 12. So we can write the answer yes, 2 over 3, 6 over 9 and 8 over 12 are equivalent. Next lesson is comparing fractions. Lesson 3. You can use a fraction whole to compare fractions with different denominators. Here are some examples. Compare the fractions given below using the symbol lesser than, greater than or equal to. The fractions are 1 over 3 and 2 over 3. Look at the denominator. The same denominators are there. So we can compare the numerators. The numerator numbers are 1 and 2. 2 is the biggest number. So we can compare 1 over 3 and 2 over 3. 1 over 3 is lesser than 2 over 3. Put the symbol in between the fractions. The next one, 7 over 4, 3 over 4. The denominators are same. Compare the numerator numbers. 7 is bigger than 3. So 7 over 4 is bigger than 3 over 4. Put the symbol in between the fractions. The next one, 3 over 4, 2 over 3. Here the denominators are not same. We want to make the denominators same. For that, find an equivalent fraction for 3 over 4 and 2 over 3. 3 over 4, the fraction is when you multiply by 3, the equivalent fraction is 9 over 12. And 2 over 3, the equivalent fraction when you multiply by 4, we get 8 over 12. 9 over 12, 8 over 12. Now the denominators are same. Look at the numerator numbers. 9 is bigger than 8. So we can compare the fractions. 3 over 4 greater than 2 over 3. Put the symbol in between the fractions. The next lesson is fractions and decimals. I am going to give you some common equivalent decimals and fractions. 0.1 is, we can write the fraction 1 over 10. 0.5, 1 over 2. 0.25, 1 over 4. 0.75, 3 over 4. 0.2, 1 over 5. 0.4, 2 over 5. 0.6, 3 over 5. 0.8, 4 over 5. So, learn these all equivalent fractions and decimals. Students, I hope all you understood the equivalent fraction, comparing fraction and counting on and back in fractions and fraction and decimals. If you are not completing your workbook page, please complete it. The page numbers 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48 and 49. If you complete pages, please ignore it. Thank you.